Okay, so good morning to all the Sports Today viewers. Well, Australia have finished with a total of 445 in their first innings on day three of the Gabba Test at the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Well, Australia they began the day at 405, and courtesy Alex Carey's resistance and some of his attacking display, they have finished with a total of 445 now. Well, overall, if we take a look at Australia's batting innings, well, so far, they began the day after being asked to bat first by Rohit Sharma. They were about 28 for no loss in 13 odd overs. But then on day two, they showed a lot of resistance after initially they were in a way restricted to 75 for 3 in the first session, courtesy the tons by Travis Head and Steve Smith. They put on a 200 plus partnership. Travis Head once again punishing India or tormenting India with this brilliant attacking display, scoring 150 odd. And then there was Steve Smith who made a change to his stance to return back to form, and he scored his 33rd Test 100. He's only behind Ricky Ponting now in the list of most Test stunts by Australian players overall across any of the conditions. So the courtesy their twin tons, Australia managed to go past 400, and then once again it was Alex Carey who has had a brilliant 2024 so far. It was because of one of the important innings that he played against New Zealand that Australia were able to won that series 2-0 that took place in New Zealand conditions. And now in the all important Gabba in the Gabba test, when Australia needed some kind of low order resistance after they had lost 3 wickets in succession of Head, Smith, and Mitchell Marsh, Alex Carey he showed just that, and Australia in a way have put themselves in a good position now after scoring 400 plus. It does look like to be a flat pitch in a way because of the kind of resistance that both Pat Cummins and Nathan Lyon showed with the bat. Well, it might just be good signs for the Indian batters too, because they would also want to make sure that if they can survive the first 20, 30 odd minutes when they come out to bat, I think it might just get easy for them to get into the flow as far as their batting innings is concerned. And they would really want to do something like that. Now, whether there's going to be a change in India's batting order or not, well, that's something that remains to be seen. Whether Rohit Sharma will push himself back up the order, whether KL Rahul will bat at number 6 or he's once again going to open the innings. Well, these are some of the questions or the things that the Indian management would want to contemplate. Well, remember when the toss took place, then the thing about India's batting was that the team sheet that was there, that KL Rahul was still opening with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma was somewhere in the middle order at number 6. So that's about it as far as Australia's batting innings is concerned. There was after Australia were bowled out for 445, there was a slight stoppage in play. There was also a stoppage in play where Australia were going about their innings when they had scored more than 424 30 odd. But then now, as things stand, play is set to resume at 11:30 a.m. local time, 11:30 a.m. Brisbane time, and 7 a.m. IST, which is about in 4 to 5 minutes from now. So let's see how India really go about their innings, because it's going to be a crucial one. Well, remember, this day might just be a match defining day as far as the Gabba test is concerned, or in fact, a series defining day too, because if India in a way suffer a collapse here, then it might just put them at the risk of being 2-1 behind in this series. So this is where I think the Indian openers really hold the key to the team's chances. It's going to be a case of Yashasvi Jaiswal probably going about his business in a very sharp and a crisp way, and KL Rahul just holding the one end together. So before maybe we wrap things up, let's just take a few comments and see. Yeah. So Sumit is saying draw is on the cards. Well, it does look like that draw because the weather is not really promising at all. There is a lot of rain expected on the remaining 2 days of the match, also day 4 and day 5. Mitrang Shukla is saying that Australia looking for follow on if bowl out India early. Well, in a way, Australia would really be wanting to do that because the kind of total that they have got, they would want to restrict India to a low score. And knowing that there are going to be cloudy conditions in Gabba, it's going to favor the Australian bowlers a lot. So expect longer spells from both Mitchell Marsh or from Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, and even Josh Hazelwood, who is making a return to Australian team after missing the second test due to a low-grade side strain. Well, Mitrang Shukla, KL Rahul opening. Well, it does look like that. Sports fan has a comment. How was pitch in the morning? Will it be difficult for Indian batters? Well, in a way, the kind of resistance that was shown by Pat Cummins and Nathan Lyon, well, it does look like that pitch is good one for batting. If you can just hold one end together for maybe about 20-25 odd minutes or the first few overs also, then I think it's going to get easy for you. And Dr. Day Walker has a comment: Stark 5 wicket haul loading. Well, it does look like that Australian bowlers might just make merry on this in these conditions because it's going to be cloudy. There's going to be a lot of start and stop as far as the play is concerned. But then we can't really keep the Indian batters out of the match also, because remember, in the second innings of the Perth test, the Indian batters did do well. So let's just see how the match progresses. We are going to keep you posted with any of the live updates or the team innings that are going to take place in the next few hours also. And obviously, we are going to come live as far as the day, and when day 3 basically finishes. There is going to be a full panel, so there's going to be a proper discussion about day 3. So what do you think about Australia's first innings total, and do you think that can India can Indian batters also replicate their performance? So as far as the way they batted in the second innings of the Perth test, you can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world.